Easy to buy for kids also. So it's simply
Simply
cheese
cheese.
and they get cheese. Hello and welcome to News First Prime. This is Archana Ravi Kumar. Cheese. The minute I talk about thing, first thing that comes onto your mind is the deliciously creamy texture which oozes out from your pizzas and burgers. Today we have with us an entrepreneur who specializes in cheese making, and that's Bhavya Raghunathan. So come, let's talk to her and know what is it that actually goes into cheese making and know the nitty-gritty of cheese making. Welcome to our show, Bhavya. First things first, like how did this whole journey of cheese happen? See, because when you started about 17 years ago, cheese was there then also, but then it wasn't as popular as it what is today. And, there were only big players then, if I'm not mistaken. So how did you feel this is a very good, viable business option?
Actually, Archana, to say when we started 17 years ago, there were not many people in the industry. There were big players who were already catering to major outlets. But it started so that my father had a friend and who referred to him that for his retirement he can start. There's nobody in Bangalore or in Karnataka who's actually making cheese. So for his retirement, my dad had put up a small plant, and that's how the journey began. And incidentally, I did my microbiology, so I learned the theoretical part of making cheese, and with the little investment that my father had done, I could take it to the practical level. But yeah, we had to go through a lot of training, technical know-how on making cheese, and this is how it started. Like every entrepreneur starts, it started in a garage, literally in a garage. And we, even though we did in a garage, we did it right. We did it with all the techniques, all the QCs that had to be taken care of, and the journey continues still.
Okay. Now I would definitely like to know about this cheese production and stuff like that. But before that, like generally when it comes to cheese, even as a mother, I'm quite apprehensive of giving it to my kids, because I feel since it is, I don't know if because it's being portrayed with pizzas and burgers, is it really unhealthy? What are the kind of myths that are actually associated with cheese?
Wonderful question, because it's a myth that people carry that cheese is unhealthy, but I really want to tell cheese is made from milk. So basically, whatever is in the milk is carried on in the cheese, and it is a compact way of milk. So what you have in 100 gram will be compacted to 10 grams. Literally, that is the equation. So when you say you're eating cheese, it is definitely healthy, but anything in proportion. I always say you have one glass of milk, one slice of cheese. You are getting all the nutritions in it. You are getting the calcium, the protein, the vitamins that are required. It's absolutely healthy, but anything in moderation. If you eat too much of it, then the digestion is affected. So I would say cheese is absolutely healthy. Please eat every day, especially vegetarians. Have at least 10-15 grams of cheese every day, because it gives an absolutely good source of protein.
So
Yeah,
definitely not unhealthy,
it's
as is
definitely not
presumed.
unhealthy. But yeah, as we say, no, anything in moderation.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Now coming to your brand itself, how does this journey happen?
Long story, Archana. We started 17 years ago. We had a lot of hurdles because definitely coming from a middle class background, we didn't know what running a business was, how to do costing. Luckily, my husband's a chartered accountant, so he always was there to help on what is the ingredient cost, how to sell it in the market. At the other side, you have chefs who want it this way. We had to match the larger brand qualities. Even though we are doing it in garage, we had to match the quality of the larger brands. So everything put together, we have had a lot of ups and downs. We had to close in between, and then because we couldn't source good quality milk for cheese, it's only to do with the quality of raw material, that is your milk base. Once your milk is right, then making cheese is piece of cake. But getting good quality milk from farmer sources or collected milk was the biggest hurdle we faced. To avoid that, I learned to rear cattle. I went and attended a course thinking that, yeah, one day I'll have cows and my cheese plant next to it. And it's a fun journey. Though we've had closing and reopening, closing and reopening, we've learned a lot through the journey, and every lesson that we learned has brought us to this level where it is helping us in everyday, bettering our systems, bettering our quality, and that much more insight into what goes into making a brand, what goes into making a product viable to people, because it's a food product and it's a lot of responsibility on us what we are feeding people. It's come a long way. So making cheese started 17 years ago, like I said. After cattle rearing, we again established our plant alongside a friend who had cattle. We started back in the industry. Then we got some subcontracting opportunity where we had to get an investor, and that didn't go well. So we again shut down. And then I worked with Amul as QC officer for some time. Then I worked with KMF as their marketing consultant for 5 years. Then after learning so much, I said now I have to come back and give something back to the society. That's when we decided to bring Simply Cheese. And it took us 3 years of R&D on minimizing the emulsifiers, minimizing stabilizers, adding natural flavors, using aged cheese to get the natural flavor. So a lot of R&D was done, especially on the shelf life, reducing all this, not adding preservatives, and then checking shelf life, because we have to give 6 months for the logistics. If I have to place in Mumbai or Delhi, I have to give that 6 months. You can't get a product back in 3 months and say it's not viable. So all this now has come up as a package for Simply Cheese.
So from microbiology to dairy farming and then QC to finally it's Simply Cheese.
Yes,
So can I
yes.
have a look at your products and what are the kind of flavors that you have?
Simply Cheese, we started actually with 7 flavors. We have come down to 4 because we've taken a lot of customer feedbacks, and we've come down to 4 flavors as cheesy cheese, Mexican salsa, Italian herbs, and chili. Chili is a bomb. It gives you that spice and cheese flavor together. And others are for continental and Mexican usage for nachos, and cheesy cheese for everything, for pastas and sandwiches and anything.
Okay.
So 4 typical flavors that can be used on anything and everything.
So now that you've told me about cheese, how did this brand Simply Cheese come into being? The name itself is very catchy. How did you come up with this name and the entire process of Simply Cheese?
Simply Cheese, we had, definitely we were wondering, say cheese, Simply Cheese, just cheese. But say cheese, already Britannia, say cheese with Britannia. We cannot take that word exactly. So everybody relates to say cheese if you ask for cheese. So we wanted to bring in something as relatable and as easy for people to understand. So that is why we said just cheese or Simply Cheese. And we have a team of chartered accountants where I was doing all these experiments. So that team, they said, no ma'am, Simply Cheese is good. So we just froze on Simply Cheese that way. It's easily relatable. It's easy for people to recall. And for any age, it should be easy to, even hear and say.
Yeah, easy to buy for kids also. Say Simply
Simply
Cheese
Cheese.
and they get cheese. So this is your bottle. It looks very convenient actually. Actually, how did you come up with this kind of an option?
Initially, when we started packaging, we actually started with glass bottle because we thought that'll be reusable.
Right.
All Indian household, they'll think of reusing the bottle. Then we thought that if the children have to use it on their own,
Yeah.
they have to just open, squeeze,
Squeeze
pour,
and-
and then take it to take it on their plates. So that's how we came up with a squeezy bottle, easy to use. See, this Archana was developed for working mothers, a healthier version of sauces that's available in the market today, because all other brands that we see, generally what's in the shelves are all adulterated with vegetable fat. So something that is coming up with real cheese and milk solids in it, we had to bring it for the mothers like us who want to let the children have what they want and we have to be peaceful with it.
Right.
So, as a mother, I wanted to bring something after having so much of knowledge that's easy for us and it's good for the children.
This
So,
is quite squeezy and cheesy
and
also,
easy to
and
use too.
guilt-free product,
Yeah,
I guess.
easy to use too. So that's the squeezy bottle that we brought up with. So you can try. Chili is the bomb if you like spice.
Definitely, I would love to try. We've just had your cheese. It was very nice. I really like the taste of it. So how did you know, like, see, making cheese is a very different thing actually. Right from procuring milk to, even refrigerating it at the right temperature and stopping it from curdling. So many other challenges that you have to face. Procuring milk is easy, I guess, but the later on processes must be very difficult. How would you explain that?
Procuring milk is the difficult part.
Is it? Okay.
For me, making cheese is easier because we always insist and we take care of the QC part on the raw material.
Okay.
Because once the raw materials are good, the finished product will be definitely good. So we had to really source. We get our milk from all the way from Malavalli and Mandya side. We don't procure anything locally. And we have our sources where we know that every day the same quality comes in. So even the consistency part of every batch having the same flavor, every batch having the same, the flow and is maintained in every batch of cheese that we make. Once the raw material is taken care, then cheese is the easy part to
Easier
make.
part. Post that, what happens? Like once it's in your plant per se, how does your daily routine look like? What are the things that daily happen in your production process from once you start getting the milk?
Yeah, so how we start our day is we have a set of 7 people in our plant. One is a dairy technician, one's a food technician, and we have a wonderful team. We have 5 helpers. So collection of milk, first we test, we have our in-house lab. So we do all our tests on adulteration, we test on the fat, moisture, SNF on the milk part. Once all that is good, we take the milk for cheese making. So we make cheese, we make cheddar cheese, and before we make cheddar cheese on a daily basis and we stock it, and we take the cheese after 3 months for our sauce because we have to give at least 3 months for the flavor of cheese to develop. So we take care that we don't just give raw cheese and we give the natural flavor so that we don't add anything extra. It's just the natural taste of cheese that comes in, and every 3 months we keep cycling that product. We keep replenishing cheddar. We make every day. We keep using every day for sauce. So the cycle goes on, and for cheese sauce we have our kettles where we melt and we pack. So everything is automized. We don't do anything by hand, and it's hygienically made with people wearing mask and gloves. And our product also we make sure that once in 6 months we get all the tests done. So almost when before launching the product we had got about 200 tests done on every kind as per FSSAI standards before we launched. So yeah, we can proudly say that we are feeling nice that the product has come out well, and it should reach people. That's the main. I know it is good. Now it is to reach to the people.
Right, that is another part of it. But I was just thinking about when you're making cheese, do you add preservatives to preserve? What is the shelf life of cheese?
Natural cheese, cheddar cheese, it is like wine. The more you keep, and it keeps developing flavor. But for sauce, because it has high moisture, we do add a little bit of preservative, but we add mostly we add natural preservative, which is derived from the microbe, not chemically derived. So that takes care of the logistic part, where if it is out of my plant, how others are keeping, I have to be careful. Though I don't, suggest, I don't say no to adding, because you need to add if it has to go right to people.
The minimal part of it.
We have to add, and it is FDA approved. See, wherever we say emulsifiers, stabilizers, and preservatives, as per FDA standards, the proportions what we are using, if you're using it according to the standards, then it is absolutely not unhealthy.
So it is safe for use.
It is safe for using, and it has to be added to reach it to the last mile. See, what if I don't add and somebody is taking it and it's come rotten? It's not liked by anybody, right?
Yeah.
So to take care of the last mile, we do add, but we add as per FDA standards.
So now I was actually seeing your ad, there's a nice jingle which happens. And I can primarily see the teenagers are doing it. So are you targeting only teenagers, or who are your target audience, and how did you come up with the jingle?
The jingle creation, I have to say thanks to Brand First. They came up with the wonderful idea. And we are generally a lively brand because it is made for all ages. And we've given, lively flavors. And so we wanted to be, relatable to people at any age. It is, it's catchy and it's done by teenagers. The dance is done by teenagers, but basically it was done to get people's attention and create a vibe. Whoever listens to the jingle should relate to Simply Cheese, and that's the only reason we did the jingle. And more so it is for the children who will enjoy cheese, and they can have, for their body metabolism, any amount of cheese the children eat, it's not going to harm them. Target audience, if you ask me, it is for all age groups, but I would say it's more fun for the children to have it.
Because see, generally cheese is always associated with pizza, burgers, sometimes chips also. Not that we uptake cheese in every food we eat. So have you tried your cheese on different foods? First thing, like before you can actually talk about target audience, how will we adults eat cheese?
Cheese, if you want to have the Simply Cheese sauce, you can have it on anything. You can have it on Italian dishes, you can have it on Mexican dishes, you can have it with Indian and continental. Any dish, it goes well. You can just have it with chips or nachos, or you just have a get together. It's a ready, mix that you have. Other than that, the best part is to have it with your dosas. Because at night when I go home, it's my routine, and you are tired to make chutney or something. The best to give children is, as a vegetarian, do the dosa on both the sides and pour the sauce, fold it and give. It's a complete meal for the children.
The dosas also, you say.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So this is the R&D at home which you've done, is it?
This is the way we brought Simply Cheese out.
Okay.
First testers are my children.
Okay.